Right, what are you telling people? Littest guy on the platform, spiritual deals. Telling you, littest guy in London. Anywhere I go, I'm recognized. People might not know who I am spiritually, but they know, they remember my face. I'm telling you, they go home and they're like, who is this guy? I'm telling you, they do their research about me because you can just see it in people's eyes that they remember you, bro. I'm telling you. But yeah, bro. One thing I experienced in construction, like, because I've been working in construction lately, and yeah, I mean, I just experienced new things because the longer you get into something, you just start to learn more about it. And one thing I like picked up on is these supervisors, these site managers, these managers be thinking that they're bad or like they have some sort of authority. I'm telling you, it's like they come in with their that authority, like they can do what they want. Yeah, I mean, like because I remember, but I was just sitting there, like I was helping out these bricklayers doing what they're doing. Yeah, I mean, carrying the bricks to them and shit. And this guy just came out of nowhere. Like, say if you're standing there, just waiting for, like, if there's nothing to do, and literally there was nothing to do, I had to wait to give the bricks to these guys for their job. And this guy just came past. He just came past randomly, and he just looked at me. He just gave me that look, like he's like, what are you doing? Like, why are you just standing there? I'm like, oh, I'm helping these guys give them the bricks. And he's like, why are you just standing around? I'm like, can you not see? Like, yeah, I mean, can you not see what I'm doing? And then, bro, they're just on your ass, bro. I'm telling you, they get rude as well. They have attitude, they're rude. And I just told him, like, yeah, like, what do you want me to do? Like, see, he's like, oh, don't be on your phone. And I was like, okay. So because I was on my phone as well, because there was nothing to do. If there's nothing to do, but I ain't just going to, like, just force myself to do something. So I was just sitting there on my phone, like, not on my phone like that, but I was just, like, had it up against my ear, like, listening to something. And then another supervisor came, and telling you, these supervisors are, bro, they'll be on your ass, bro. I can imagine, like, if you're a guy, like a worker or something, these guys are on your ass, bro, because I've seen how these supervisors be treating the workers. Like, they tell them, like these workers be doing a job, but it's like these supervisors have to say something or get onto them somehow or some sort of way just to get under their skin. Yeah, I mean, oh, that ain't right, the measurements, this, that. And more time, these guys don't even know what the fuck they're doing. Yeah, I mean, they're just waffling. It's like these guys' jobs are just to make guys hell on these sites. That's what I realized. Drop a like down below if you know what I'm talking about. But this is what I experienced. It's like they're sneaky as well. Like they will go behind your back and go, like, just because they see you standing there doing nothing for like 1 second, they will go behind your back. You could have been working hard all day. Like, they'll go behind your back, go tell another supervisor or another manager that ever hired you, and they'll be like, oh yeah, this guy, he ain't doing shit. Tell him fuck off. But they won't do it to your face. They'll do it behind your back. That's the worst thing about it. So you'll be thinking about it in your head, like, am I going to get fired? Am I going to get fired? Because it's like they're like that, but it's like the first thing they say to you is like, you feel like you're on edge of them, you're on ice, because they're just up all under you, literally. And then when he told me to like go like just clean up the area, like carry the bricks to the bin and shit, I was doing that. And then he's like, I want you to do it faster, otherwise you're gonna have to go home. And I'm just thinking in my head, like, why the fuck do I need to rush? Or what's the big rush? I got all day to clean this up. I got all day to just help these guys out and just clean up the area. It ain't gonna take, you know what I mean? I ain't about to bust my ass and break my back just to please your ass. It's like they want you to please them. You know what I mean? They don't care about your health and well-being. They just care about getting their shit done. You know what I mean? But see, the thing is about construction, you've got to care about your health and your well-being. You know what I mean? If a supervisor's telling you to, you know what I mean, giving you all this crap and shit, bro, you got to be that type of guy who just leave. You know what I mean? Like, you can't, because I can imagine like some of these workers actually do have like proper trades, and that these supervisors getting on them and they just get annoyed. They're like, oh man, this guy is getting on my nerves. I feel like I want to leave or something. Literally. Because I can't, like, the way that I seen that these guys talk to some of these guys, it's like, whoa, I wouldn't allow that. But these guys want to get their paycheck at the end of the day, you know what I mean? So that's why they do it. But yeah, I'm telling you, supervisors are the sneakiest guys on site. Understand? They ain't your friend. Don't try to be friends with these guys, because they'll go click out of other managers and go snake your ass out, nigga. Telling you. That's why if I ever see these guys just bop around or something, well, it's not all of them. It's just some of them. It's usually like these foreigner guys. It's like these foreigner guys. It's like they have like power at home or something. So they take that power from home and come just throw this shade at you. You know what I mean? Then they try to display power over you. It's not all these foreigners. Sometimes it's the white. I've seen these white guys as well. These white guys will try to do it. Not all of them, but like you see some of these. I've seen some disrespectful white managers and supervisors and shit. Yeah, I mean, man, you just ignore these folks. Like, literally, they play mind games. Games. See, this is why I tell you to just keep to yourself in these construction sites. Don't indulge yourself in drama and click out with this person and speak to this person and yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, keep to yourself. Just make your money and just get out of there, bro. Because the more that you're in these supervisors' face, the more they're going to keep their eye on you. So if you're always going up to them, asking them all this shit and getting in their way and being around them and walking past them all the time, they're going to be on your case, bro. This is why I say this, do what you're doing, yeah, I mean, try to stay low-key as possible, because these guys are just trying to get you fired just for no reason, yeah, I mean, yeah. And even at one point, like, I cleaned up the whole area. And what did he say? He said like one of these supervisors came up to me. He's like, oh, this is your last day here. Like, he tapped me on my shoulder. Like, yeah, I mean, why the fuck he tapping me for? He tapped me on my shoulder. He's like, oh, this is your last day here. Yeah, I mean, I'm like, okay, like, is there a reason for this? He's like, oh, the contract manager didn't like how you're standing there. This is what I mean. Like, he just saw me standing there, like, for the couple seconds that he saw me. He didn't know what I was doing before that. It's like, I'm telling you, bro, this is what I say. Keep out these guys' ways as much as possible. You know what I mean? It's usually the guys with the like bosses, yeah, I mean, it's the bosses that you got to watch out for. Don't be asking these guys questions like this. I'm telling you, avoid these guys as much as possible. I'm telling you, like, you get, if you have like the supervisor that's dead, like watching over the people, they're calm usually, but it's usually the contract managers that you got to watch out for, because they're making all this big P. Yeah, I mean, they feel like they can just treat everyone like peasants and servants and shit. Go do this, go run that, go run this, go run that. What happens if I trip over and when I'm moving fast of all these things? Yeah, I mean, you don't care about if I trip over and hurt myself. This is what I mean. You got to take care of yourself. Don't be taking care of them. It's not even all about the money. It's about your well-being in general. Yeah, I mean, but man, I know a lot of people experience what I'm talking about, because it's like a trend of these guys. It's a trend. I'm telling you, they must feel powerful. I can imagine being in their shoes, like, having the authority that they have. They must feel powerful. They can just fire people whenever they want, tell people to go do this, and they'll go do it. Yeah, I mean, it's like they have a big ego, you know what I mean? Because people comply with what they say. Not everyone, but most people do. You know what I mean? I've seen some guys fight back with these supervisors. Go on, send me home then, what are you gonna do? Yeah, I mean, I've seen some guys fight back with these guys, but they're brave, or yeah, I mean, not even brave, but like they got self-respect. You see, like, these guys got self-respect, because it takes some sort of like confidence to do that. Like, you know what, I can find somewhere else. You know what I mean? People that can't find somewhere else and can't. This is why I tell you to get a trade, so you don't have to kiss up onto these guys' asses. So if they do tell you to fuck off, then you can go head off to somewhere else. You know what I mean? Literally, make sure you get yourself a trade and get yourself into something that is abundant. Plumber, electrician. Yeah, you know what I mean, you shit that you can get somewhere else. You know what I mean, man? Because you don't want to have to a shitty boss that's just shouting at you and bickering. Because I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen guys just shout at me and shit, giving me the worst attitude. And I'm just like, who the hell are you talking to? Like, it's just mad. Like, this is how, you know, like, they must get no pussy, you know, nothing. Like, they must get no females, just miserable at home. Because why don't you just come to work, make your money, and just go do what you're doing at the end of the day? It's like they're weird. It's like They just want control over everyone, yeah? I mean, make just because their life's miserable, they want to make other people's lives miserable. Telling you. Because there's only gonna be so much you can take, yeah? I mean, you ain't gonna take it forever. Like, this guy keeps shouting at you, you're eventually gonna snap on him like, who the hell are you talking to? You know what I mean? And he's like, whoa, where did this come from? Like, he might be surprised and be like, you know what, oh, you got over on me at that time, but he's going to get your ass fired in that same day, that same week. Telling you. Because they have all the power. They can just say whatever they want to your like trades person, your trades boss, and be like, yo, I don't want him on the side no more. That's it. They will listen to him more than over you. But yeah, man, this is what I say. Don't be in it, don't be in a drama and be around, standing around like your people's body and shit. I'm telling you, make this, do what you're doing. Get out of there, man. But yeah, man. And it's usually these old guys, usually the older guys that just do this, bro. It's not even you don't really see too much young supervisors. These supervisors usually be old and shit, you know what I mean? They're late 40s, 50s. Because it's, I don't know, bro. They like to cause drama and hell and just chaos, brother. They like it. But that's okay, because you just gotta know how to avoid these guys. Yeah, I mean, if you see them come around, just make sure you're doing something like, yeah, I mean, look busy quickly. That's why I say keep an eye out. It's like you gotta keep an eye out for these guys, bro. Telling you, if you're just sitting there doing nothing, trust me, they're gonna make some excuse to get rid of you. But yeah, man, it's all about telling you, you just gotta adapt to them, because you can't fight back to these guys. It's impossible. They have too much authority over you. Yeah, I mean. But yeah, man, hope you learned something. Stay tuned and drop your experience down below, man. I've experienced so much shit with these supervisors, these black hats. This is why I wear a black hat, so these guys don't fucking piss about with me. You know what I mean? More time they don't really piss about me. Like, they usually like get off my ass, but some of these guys do get on my ass, even if I do have a black hat. But most time they just keep their distance and they give me respect, because they know I'm someone in power, like in position of power. You know what I mean? Because if I had a white helmet and this guy came around me and I didn't have my, say if I had a white construction helmet, because they treat guys with white construction helmets like shit, bro. Like there's nothing, you know what I mean? But when they see a black hat, they kind of give you more respect. They're like, okay, let me kind of give you more respect. Let me be kind of cautious around this guy. But yeah, man, stay tuned. Always in the building, and I'm out. Peace.